Welcome back everyone to more career mode gameplay of NASCAR Heat 5. And we're coming off a great race at Kansas. I had a ton of fun and I hope you guys did as well. We had great finishes not only at the end of the race where we come home in the runner-up position, but we had a great stage 1 and a great stage 2 as far as points are concerned. And if we come over to the season standings, you can see that that has served us very well headed into race number 2 of the round of 8. So here we are, plus 27 to the cut line, and we're headed to Texas. Now, we know Texas is very tough there with the AI in pretty much every division in NASCAR. So I envision a very tough race for us ahead. And I must admit, that idea of pitting after stage number 2, getting those fresh tires and trying to come through the entire field the way we did in the last race, I enjoyed that quite a bit. So I'm thinking very seriously about doing that again at Texas. But of course, we'll have to see where things are at the end of stage 1, then at the end of stage 2. Maybe it turns out to be a good idea. Maybe it doesn't. But I had a lot of fun doing that. So it is certainly in the back of my mind. So here we're getting ready for 50 laps at Texas. Let's get to it. All right, folks, it is race time here at Texas. We qualified in the 11th position, which I feel like is pretty standard for us, especially since I don't put any effort into a specific qualifying setup, which would be looser and have more speed in it than a traditional race style setup where you have to deal with tire wear over a full fuel run. So given those parameters, I think we're in pretty good shape here. So 11th position, plus we got the lights on at Texas. I like the look of this. All right, so this guy, let's go ahead and get Harrison Burton.
Still there? You got room. You're clear.
We get off to a good start here, so let's go ahead and use that. Yeah, these guys are fighting for position in front of us. We're going to take evasive maneuvers, try to move up as much as we can. All right, I'm going to get out of the gas really early on the entry of 3 because I do not want to wash up the track. All right, loose coming off of turn 4. It looks worse than it really is. Again, really backing up the entry to turn 1 because I do not want to get into the back of anybody, cause any issues, trying to stay away from contact.
Careful, still there.
So now we've got to find out what kind of race pace do we have. We already know the AI is very strong here. They're particularly strong on the high side in 3 and 4.
Careful, still there.
Which is amazing to me because I can't go anywhere close to the speed they can on the high side in 3 and 4. If we get sent to the high side in 3 and 4, then we just get freight trained. But for them, it's not a problem.
Car there on the outside.
All right, we are, I believe, 3 wide.
Got one peeking outside.
Or at least we were. I believe the 98 was the one on the high side of the 3 wide.
Careful, still there. All right, clear outside.
All right, car's handling just fine. It's going to be a little loose on exit because we're trying to maintain speed, and especially 3 and 4 is going to be the trouble spot for that. There's some bumps over there anyway on the exit of 4. So I'm going to try to hit those with not a lot of wheel in it. All right, things are going good so far. But for those of you who remember what it was like in the truck series here, oh, look out. Don't get down on the apron there.
Stay out the
then
bottom.
You'll know that trouble is a brewing. So we can't get too excited yet. Only 10 laps here in stage number 1. So I'm trying to get all the points I can here in this first stage now. I'm not going to be able to run down the leader. He is running some inhuman laps right now compared to what I can do with this thing. So what I'm trying to do is hold on to what we've got. And if possible, try to get into second position.
Careful, still there.
Because the 98 is not crushing us right now. We're able to hang with him pretty good. Of course, the 22 is right in our mirror, looking for a way by. can hear a slight lift there in the center of the corner. Basically what I'm doing is I'm getting back to the throttle initially to try to test it and see if we've got enough grip to keep the car rotating and maintain the speed we need to through the corner. If not, I breathe it just a little bit to allow the car to rotate and get back to it. And as long as I don't get back to the gas way too early, then that strategy works very, very well. Of course, we'd like to be able to get back in it and stay in it. But right now I'm trying to run the absolute best laps that we can run. I see the 22 has migrated to the high side in 3 and 4. He's going to have a great run down the straightaway.
2 at the line.
All right, both cars in front of us migrating to the high side in 1 and 2. That is so nice to see that the AI will voluntarily choose to go to the high side. That is an awesome thing. It does backfire at certain tracks and certain opportunities, but overall I think it is a great thing. And I'm really happy they added that to the game. All right, final lap of stage 1, and I cannot quite get by the 98, and I'm trying to keep these other guys behind us as well. And it looks like we're going to do it, so a very good stage 1 for us.
That'll earn you a
we'll
few
take
stage
that
points.
3rd position in stage 1. Now, I can almost guarantee you we're going to be pitting after stage 2. It just makes sense. And it's primarily because of what I believe is about to happen to us in stage 2. So we're not going to pit right here. You can see we're wearing the right rear a little bit more than the right front. Not enough to worry about that for sure, but it's still early in the fuel run as well.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Be ready.
All right, once again, we know we get off to a good start. So I'm going to see if we can't get into the
You got
lead
room.
here.
You're clear there. 10
Going
to go.
through 1 and 2, since we get off to a much better start than these guys. Basically, we're going to make all the
You got
time we
room.
can
You're clear.
while
You're
we
all
can. And
clear
if
up
it
top.
means at the start making good runs, then that's exactly what we're going to try to do. Because these guys will be coming for us. The question is, how far ahead can we get in the limited time we have to actually do so? All right, there's those bumps. And again, I'm trying to put as little wheel input as possible while we go over those bumps. That's how you can minimize getting really loose or really tight when you hit those bumps, depending on how your car is handling. Trying to let the car flow out as close to the wall as I can on exit. Saves the tires and keeps our momentum as high as possible. All right, so here comes the contenders. I can't quite tell. I think that's the 11 behind us. The
Inside. Still there inside.
All right, you can see these guys are really coming hard, so there's no reason for me to try to fight that. Now, if we were on the final lap or 2 of the race, then you better believe I would fight that. But right now, there's just simply no reason. All it's going to do is end up slowing us down. So I'm going to fall in behind them and try to use the draft as much as I can. So let's talk a little bit about what traditionally has happened to us in stage 2 at Texas. So the reason I say traditionally is because I'm going off of what has happened in my testing, as well as what happened to us in career mode in the Truck Series. So what traditionally happens here is that the AI do not fall off as much as we do over a full fuel run. And that means that we lose positions in stage 2. So we were 3rd in stage 1, but you can see these guys are already, like the 22 is already all over us. And we were holding him off pretty nicely in stage 1, but not now. He is right there with us.
Time to go. You got this.
So we're going to see just how much these guys gain on us and how quickly they gain on us here in Stage 2. We're about halfway done with the stage right now, so that's a good sign for us. We're hanging in there. But right now it's making it much more likely that I'm going to pit at the end of Stage 2 just for fun. All right, 22 is coming on the outside. So now I'm basically trying to block the inside and the outside. This feels a lot like a plate track right now. And I'm also trying to keep it at the bottom in the corners simply because as much fun as it is to run the higher lines here, and you can certainly do it, it's just not as fast for me. So I'd be slowing the car down voluntarily by doing that. And of course we don't want to do that. But you can see these guys are all over us from behind. So we're going to hang in there as long as we can. If they do end up getting position on us,
got a car coming inside now. All right, you're clear there.
We'll deal with it the best we can. Lose as few positions as we can without causing a big wreck. But yeah, these guys are easily faster. In fact, you can see it starting to stack up behind us. That is a sure sign that since we are the leader of the train right now, we're the one holding everybody up. Still no complaints about the handling of the car. A few tweaks I might make to it here and there, but it's certainly not handling terrible. In fact, just as we're driving here, one thing I would like to kind of try is adjusting the wedge a little bit. That would help with the loose on exit as we hit those bumps. Of course, we could also play around with the shocks a little bit. But the wedge would probably go a long way.
Hold your line, got one inside.
All right, he is, yep, he's there.
Inside.
All right, so now I'm going to try to get back to the bottom.
Car outside. All right,
there we go. So we lost a couple of spots. Let's see if we can hold off these other guys. There you go. I didn't even realize we were on the last lap. I was so focused behind us. In fact, just like you hear them talk about on the plate tracks. All right, by the way, we are going to be pitting here. 29 laps left. Let's have some fun. Come into the pits, and sure, let's just do it. We'll leave everything the same. I'm not going to change anything, even though I'm tempted to. So we're going to start dead last. Now, can we come through the field? This is going to be very challenging because the high line is not going to be our friend here.
Half down, half to go.
All right, let's see what we got. How far up through the field can we get? So we've had some great finishes.
Still there?
Ooh, look out. These guys are definitely slowing down back here.
Still there? Clear low, clear low. All right, you're clear.
Ooh, the sky's parted right there. I like that.
You got room, you're clear there.
All right, so these guys, as long as they're single file, and they will sort of just give me a groove up here to run, whether it's high or low. I'm going to try to squeeze in between these two guys. This is going to be tight.
Clear low there.
All right, I like it.
You got room, you're clear. All right, you're clear.
Oh, this is working out great. As these guys get single file, that really helps our cause. Drove it in there a little bit deeper because I wasn't sure that 44 was going to give us the bottom, and I was already basically committed to the bottom.
All clear.
All right, let's see where these guys go in front of us. I would love to stay to the bottom.
All clear.
If at all possible. Stay out of the grass.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
And looks like we will need it. still going to stay as tight to that car on the inside as I
Careful, still
can,
there.
simply because
Clear
I
all
know it's
around.
the AI, and I know they're going to hold their line. Now, if that were, if we were online and that were another driver, another human driver, I would not do that.
Stay low.
Ouch. All right, we're up to 15th.
Clear all around.
Oh, really good run here off of the corner.
Stay on the
Ouch.
bottom.
Are we 3 wide and I didn't realize it? Maybe that's what it was.
Careful, still there.
Because he was really holding me tight. Coming off the corner, we must have been 3
Careful,
wide.
still there.
Oh, hello.
You're all clear up top. Inside.
No, we just got put into the wall there. That's
Got
one
a
way to
car
keep
low
us from
now.
getting to the front.
Inside.
Oh, again.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
All right, so we've decided it's going to be that type of race now.
You got room. You're
Now, I
clear
have
there.
no idea what happened there. All I know is he had me in the right rear corner, and I could not
Careful,
steer
still
the
there.
car. So, no
All
ideas
right, you're
why.
clear
Maybe
there.
we were 3 wide, maybe we weren't. Our spotter is essentially useless anyway. He tries to help, but the poor guy
20 more laps. No
usually
mistake.
tells us everything we need to know exactly about 5 seconds after we needed to know it. So now, we're back to 15th. And we're going to try to work our way back up through again.
All clear.
Good news is we still got plenty of time. Plenty of laps left. It definitely is going to hurt how far we can get back up through here. But we do have just shy of 20 laps, so at least it didn't happen with, 2 laps to go or something like that. But yeah, the AI have ratcheted up the
Still there.
difficulty, more than one way of
All
ratcheting
clear.
up the difficulty on us. When in doubt, just hook them in the right rear.
Still there. Top 3. Use it if you need it.
Really enjoying these new tires. It's always so much fun to be on the attack instead of trying to defend like we were there at the end of stage 2. And I knew that if we had stayed out while we were in good position, I mean, we were in 5th, the chances are that we would probably end up somewhere about where we're running right now pretty quickly into stage 3. And then, of course, we'd be just left to try to hold on to whatever we could get. So I feel like we've made it up as of right now. We've made it up to a spot where I feel like we probably would have finished without coming into pit. So anything we get from here on out is going to be really good. We've already gotten great stage points from 1 and 2.
Careful. Still there.
All right, let's see what's going to happen here. I'm going to back out of
Stay
it
low.
pretty early.
Clear high, bud.
All right, David Starr trying to get to his inside.
Car high. Careful.
All right, I was worried we were going to be 3 wide there. Turns out we were not.
You're clear all around there.
All right, that'll put us into the top 10. You can see that the next guy in front of us is a good ways. I mean, that's half a straightaway that we're looking at there. The good news is if we can make that up, there's about 3 or 4 cars right there together if we can reach them. So that's my goal now, is just put down some really good laps, nice and smooth, use the laps we have remaining and the time we have remaining to try to catch these guys. Of course, I'm also now thinking, oh, what would have happened had we not gotten clipped in the right rear? What could we have done? Oh, wow, these guys are running way high. If they'll keep doing that, I feel like we've got a good shot at catching them. Just keep running that extreme high line. There they go again. Now, they can be fast up there, but I'm hoping I can be faster on fresher tires running the bottom. Ooh, almost let it drift too far there. Letting it drift, trying to maintain maximum speed that we can onto the straightaways. I mean, we're catching these guys. We've got 12 laps left. And they keep running. One of those is our teammate right in front of us, the 9 car. Not that he's going to give us any breaks, that's for sure. He's not going to do that. Can't tell who that is in front of him. But I believe that's Harrison Burton, 2 cars in front of him. All right, now they're running side by side. I like it. That's just going to help us that much more. They'll just continue to do that. All right, so there's 5 cars here. We got 10 laps. We're almost there. We're close now. Yeah, and if these guys will continue to fight amongst each other, that's giving us an even better shot to not only catch them, but hopefully get by them. Because there's a lot of positions to be had right in front of us. All right, we have a huge run here. Get out of the gas early because we have a terrible angle into the corner. All right, so that was clearly a lap car, which is unfortunate because I really wanted that to be for position. All right, how many laps are we down to? 8 laps. All right, we're still we're going to get there. Yeah, we're going to get there. All right, I believe that's another lap car, the white car that is 3 in front of us. I believe that's going to be another lap car, but he is holding these guys up in front of us. So he is our best friend right now, as long as we don't get stuck behind him. Let's go to the high side.
Careful, still there. All right.
Yeah, that definitely helped us out. All right, so that's Sieg in front of us along with Gregson. All right, 6 laps. All right, we can do this. We can make this happen. Oh, I got a great run through 1 and 2 there. That was fantastic.
Hold your line. Got 1 outside. Stay on the bottom here.
If we could do that every lap, we would definitely gain some positions. All right, now we've got a lot of lap traffic in here.
Stay on the bottom. 5 to go, 5 to go. Clear high, bud.
Not quite as good at that time through 1 and 2. Didn't nail the entry and get to the bottom where I wanted to be in the center, but we're still making up spots, so I'm not going to complain. All right, 93 car. I'm guessing he is a lap car. All right, thank you very much for giving us room there.
You got room. You're clear.
Yeah, there we go. Car stuck really nicely. I had to get back out of the gas a little bit in the center, but very little. Maybe from 100% throttle back to about 95 or so is about all I had to get back out of it. And that let the car rotate just the amount I needed it to. All right, now I'm pretty sure this is Harrison Burton in front of us. We got 3 laps to go, and he's running some pretty good laps. He's going to be pretty hard for us to catch. But we're sitting here in 7th position. This is better than I thought we were going to do, especially after we got put in the wall. But we got minimal damage for what this game uses for damage anyway. We got very minimal damage and have been able to get back inside the top 10.
2 at the line.
Yeah, 2 more laps. I could really use some of that lap traffic to come over here and slow down the 20 car. Oh, that was a terrible corner for me. That was terrible. That was the worst 1 and 2 we've had probably in the last 10 or 12 laps, maybe longer. All right, here we go.
All right, let's go.
Final
White
time
flag.
around. We got lap traffic in the way. All right, and we are coming up on that lap traffic in a hurry.
Still there. Slow's clear.
All right, sail it. Oh, I can't get there. He's blocking me off. I thought he was going to go up a groove, and I was going to sail it right in there and try to get under him, but not to be.
Hey, driver.
All right, so we'll come home in the 7th position. I will take that. That was a lot of fun, especially stage number 3. That was tons of fun. So we ended up finishing in the 7th position. Let's see what we get as far as points. Let's first take a look. Who won this race? Chase Briscoe. Okay, no surprise there. All right, now the point standings. That's what we want to see. All right, 94 grand, which doesn't matter a whole lot to us now. So there we are. Chase Briscoe, Harrison Burton, they won their way in the first 2 races of this round. But now we're plus 24 on the cut line. That is huge going into Martinsville, the bowling alley. So plus 24. Let's see who's right behind us. Oh, Sieg, who we were able to get by there. So we made up a few points on Sieg there at the end of this race. Austin Cindric right on that cut line. Wow. Or should I say below it, but he is right there on it. Then we got Noah, Ross Chastain, and Brandon Jones. They got some work to do when we get to Martinsville. They're going to have to be ultra aggressive, and telling Noah Gragson and Ross Chastain to be ultra aggressive is a scary thought given the way they normally drive. So we're going to have to be on our toes. We're in a great points position at Martinsville, but as always, when we approach these races, number one, we want to win. And if we cannot win, then we want to get maximum points in stage 1, maximum in stage 2, and then of course the best finish we can get if that's not in victory lane. So that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and stay tuned for more career mode gameplay of NASCAR Heat 5.